So I got up this morning and did a couple deck checks. So I did get to see Benji's deck, and it's
Uh,
interesting.
Stand by. We'll get that to you here in a second.
It's
It is
Tashi
going to be under.
Tashi Station.
Mhm.
So
If you're
and
on Slack, I'll be putting it on Slack all day today until we get into the finals.
and I think Benji's name is a J, not a G.
Yeah. I
So
mean, hopefully I don't call him Apollo like I was calling Apollo Benji
it's
yesterday.
we'll
That was
get
a
it
little bit
right. I mean, the reality is
embarrassing
they're
on my
both
part.
somewhat terrifying to play against because they are just so good. So, but I did get to deck check Benji's deck. This is going to be interesting. Like, we have a plan is one of those decks that can give First Order some trouble, but he's got both decrees and he's got some tricks in there. It's going to be, it'll be interesting. So, we we picked this. I'll be honest. I picked this in part because it's Benji, and I think everybody is rooting for Benji.
I mean, I think there are a lot of people who are. Yes, I agree with you. There are a lot of people who are rooting for Benji at this point. Now, I mean, I think there's also a lot of people rooting for Brian Fred. Brian Fred is, again, our newest member of the Hall of Fame. I don't think there's a person out there that has anything negative to say against Brian Fred, except the fact that he has a poor choice in football teams. But
I
I
mean,
think
you're a Steelers
a
fan. I
lot.
don't know that you have that much room to chat, but no, like Brian Fred is absolutely one of my favorite people and players, and I would not root against him in any way, shape, or form. But how can you not root for Benji? Like, he plays well. He's a super nice kid. He's a super good kid.
And
And he's a
he's
hell of a
ridiculously
player.
good.
Like, he is. You can't root against Benji. So, that being said, we did get a kind of glance at his hand as he was going through it. This is not your typical first order deck. There are absolutely cards I went, I didn't
What?
think that would go in here. So
So
we're
and
gonna hopefully
it's
see a
makes
few of
sense
them.
because of who his father is. I can imagine that Benji was told to go to bed early last night after getting some ice cream or something. I don't know. And then Johnny just spent the night working with the rest of the team and being like, okay, what should Benji play? Uh, Brian
You
getting
know,
out Panaka.
correct, Marines. Top eight is match play, so they will play both sides against each other, and it is entirely differential based.
Mhm.
So, so Brian
and
Banner grabbing Panaka and
and Camino.
Camino tells me that Amidala is in his opening hand,
And there's A and Ascension guns from Brian.
which is a
Uh,
pretty good open. Like if Benji can't get
yeah,
that decree virtual going, this could get a little snarly. And he basically has to use his bow pull for that. And it
yeah.
like there's two cards he definitely wants to get if he's going to compete here. One is he needs decree virtual, and then he needs Vicryl so he can battle and keep his destiny. Like, and he get Vicryl saves it not just with Vicryl. Vicryl also saves with anywhere there's a Knight of Ren or
Kylo.
Kylo, so he can battle with Kylo
Hmm.
and get that Destiny. So Susium Graham, Hosian Prime, and the First Order Supremacy Tie Fighter. That is a
What?
matching ship for any of the ability less than three pilots. So you can Tanbris it out. You can dump the shuttle and take both systems immediately.
Well, that's an interesting little
And
situation.
he open hands the Decree V.
Oh
That is
no, that's
huge.
huge. Like
That is
getting the
massive.
like getting one decree is really good, especially when it's that one.
So my concern with this deck was that Benji would miss. He wouldn't see his decree early, and he'd have to use his bow pulls, and he'd have to use a bunch of force,
And
and not have force to save for his fun things. That is not going to be a concern.
no.
So, oh well, you'll see the fun things. Don't
Oh yeah,
he open handed one of them. So
the
this
decree
is
V.
no oh, Decree V is not fun. Decree V is very good.
Yeah.
So Lightside can pull big ships, but obviously Benji's going to have answers for those.
Yeah,
Like
and you got
this
to think
is
that like Benji is going to have, and like you said, Benji has fun stuff. You alluded to a little bit to me in private before we started, and that's one of the reasons why you wanted to go with this matchup. The other one obviously is because it's Benji versus Brian, and they're both like really, really good players. One's in the Hall of Fame, one's definitely up and coming.
yep. I didn't think I alluded to it. I was pretty sure I told you exactly what he was playing. We're gonna
Well,
see. And there it is. So
and
Benji
Brian's like, "Are you kidding?"
Wookie kisses Qui-Gon back to hand. So I'm amused seeing it. And there's the free deploy. My Brian has enough force now that he can still put down
He could put
Amidala
down the
and move her.
um
And
yes, but like you alluded to, Benji still has some force left. I don't know if he saved enough for
a
a
barrier.
barrier. Yeah, barrier might be bad here.
So the downside of that Wookiee kiss, though, the secondary part I was going to talk about is because Brian had enough force to deploy a second guy, he didn't actually slow him down. Like even if
Yeah,
Benji had Wookiee kissed the Queen, it doesn't slow Brian down. Like that Wookiee kiss might have been better served up in space. Like I think he might
I
have raced
agreeing with you.
that out. You can't stop his flip. You've already got Decree V going. Let him have
Yeah,
his, let him have his flip and save the Wookiee kiss for another time. Marines, the Wookiee kiss would have made the turn a waste if Brian didn't have enough to deploy the Queen.
it looks
Like
like
if,
Brian missed a pool.
ooh, like if Brian
Um,
was, if Brian didn't have enough to deploy the Queen and that would have set him back a turn, I think that's a perfectly reasonable use of the card. Because it didn't. Although Brian putting down Camino and using one to, oh, the movement is free. Never mind. So I'm not sure what he was looking for that he gave up the pull on, but he does get Camino. He does get the site, the pay his last one for the site, and then he'll move. He should still pay one for the site though. Yeah, there it goes.
yeah,
And
he has to pay for.
we do have active judges here as well.
Yes, I
He
believe
Marine, he didn't
Bill.
Wookiee kiss a ship. He Wookiee kissed Qui Gon Serene Jedi, which again was
So
just a. He didn't actually speed anything up. Like he doesn't have any spies. He can't go at her there. I think I love Benji, but I think that was a inexperience play and a didn't think fully through the how is this going to work play because that ended up having
mhm.
no impact. Like Benji could have saved that card and been just as happy.
Now Benji does flip there.
Yep, so Benji's flipped and I don't believe he can be flipped back.
No, he can just be
Well,
put.
no, he can
It's
have
just going to be
solo.
made.
No,
Yeah.
so
Well, it doesn't flip him back. It puts it out of play.
yeah. But I'm solo is the only way his objective can end up out of play.
Mhm.
because that's the only character on there who can be in the We Have a Plan deck that could flip.
I think Chewie, or is Chewie
I don't think
not part of
Chewie's
that?
on. I thought it was just Luke Leia Han.
Luke, Leia, Han. You might be right.
Well, let's.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
We're gonna check out.
Yeah, Han, Leia, or Luke in that
Pulling.
order.
Yep, I was just pulling it up on Holocron, the iPhone app that Lee Edwards made. That is amazing, and I'm sure he's
You
not
mean
watching this.
volunteer of the year, Lee Edwards.
Tech Volunteer of the Year, yes, Lee Edwards, same guy. He made this amazing app that I can use while streaming to look up cards and tell people, yep, this is what we got.
And if you're a non-iPhone better phone user, uh, if you're Android, we have our own little app called the Comlink app. Very useful, very I forget who created it, but one of those apps that does kind of the same thing. But again, if you're an Android user, we do have another option. And if you're on a computer, you can just go to Scomplink, part of the PC website, to look up any of the cards you want to find.
Hmm. Hmm.
And as we see, there's the finalizer.
So Benji drew into another Wookiee Kiss, but he drew enough he's not going to be able to play it. Granted, he's got that system locked down. Like, I don't think Brian's coming to him at that system. Um, and Wookiee
And I do
Kiss
think it's going to
doesn't
be
require it to go to the same location. That was what I was doing a quick check. So
okay.
if he were to bounce a ship, Brian can choose to deploy it to a different system the next turn. So Benji can't just set up a like, here's a waiting party.
Yeah.
So
And looking at that, the what Benji has going on, it's going to be interesting to see what cards he is missing in his deck to play these, like the Let the Wookiee Kiss, Let the Wookiee
he
Kissed.
he did pay 9 for PV, so it's PV on the finalizer. He did not drain that turn, which I don't hate. So,
I mean,
and
it
he
would have been
will
only
drain
been
for
what, a
2.
drain of,
It would have been 2
yeah,
drains of 1. So, and now he'll have a drain of 2 at Dakar. So here
yep,
comes
and
Qui-Gon for 2.
going down to the
And,
throne room.
yep. And there he gets a Jedi lightsaber.
Did Benji lose a card to the? Oh no, he just flipped. Brian just flipped this turn.
Yeah, Brian just flipped. Benji hasn't needed to lose a card. And I think that's part of why Benji was like, I'll just consolidate at one system because
Mm,
he can't do anything to me this turn. So it's don't take the risk that you're going to lose the game. Like Benji put out there is no try. He knows there's a chance Brian's running senses, and
hmm.
that's going to be a potential issue for those Wookiee kisses. Is he's just going to have to save so much force towards the end,
Especially with
you know,
being grabbed. Yeah,
because the first one's going to cost him 5 right now. So who did he? Oh, that's 3PO he put down. Like,
yeah.
and there we see a 3PO. So we see Brian's got a We're Doomed.
He does have Yularen in his hand too.
Why did Wookiee
And
Kiss?
there's R2, brave little droid in his hand too.
Yeah, this. But again, with Vicryl, that's not going to matter.
True. Well, at Vikral's location and where there's other Knights of Ren slash Kylo.
Yep. What do you mean it cost him 1 more force? Ketwall, what am I missing there? I'm
Yeah.
the force he paid to grab it. No, I'd have grabbed that. Like I'm. Although I don't know that I would have grabbed.
He did use the
Yeah, he
two
paid
force.
2. He paid 1 to Ascension Guns Amidala over, and then paid 2 for Qui-Gon.
Hmm.
So it cost him 2 force, but like WHAP early is not generally hurting for force.
No.
And
Okay,
there,
Benji's going to
Benji.
drain for 2.
Yep, yeah, you pay 3, you drain for 2 every time. So
Sometimes.
Brian's got some space in there.
Yeah.
Brian has some ships in hand. Yeah, Benji's going to have to be prepared for that. So let's see what else Brian chooses to lose here. He lost the first aid combo, which I think is valid.
He's thinking about that disarmed. I would say either the disarmed or the Jedi's concentration. Okay, he looks like he loses disarmed.
Yeah, and honestly, I think both of those were about equal.
I
Yeah, I
mean, the Jedi
mean,
concentration could be good only with against, but
only
there's only
against
like
Kylo.
only against Kylo. Same with the disarmed. Well, I mean, disarmed can hit
Yeah,
Cardo as well.
yeah, I guess.
So
Yeah, Ketwall, I think we were in agreement that I think he jumped the gun on that Wookiee kiss. It didn't actually do anything
mm,
to slow Brian down.
and Brian, I think he's right now is counting out the number of see how many Wookiee kisses are in there. Seeing that I've lost R2 is in there, and some
Yeah,
the
he's got to
Fulminatrix is
be.
in there. He's got to play around those cards.
There's a lot of things he's got to worry about right now.
Hmm.
And Benji, I think, missed the salt plains grab, which is what he was trying to find.
I think he has it in his hand.
That could be. So he grabs the bow pull from playing Snoke, puts First Order Trooper with him
Phasma.
and Phasma. So he is running multiple Ellis's as well. There was 2 Ellis Hellrots
Hmm.
in the deck, and that might be his, I won't say secondary win condition, but that's definitely a win condition for him. So, um,
No, this is a totally different build. Well, I wouldn't say totally different, but it is a different build from Benji. Uh, Garrett has been alluding to the fact that there have been multiple. Let I'd sooner kiss a Wookiee in the deck, and we've
so
already seen one of them being played.
one of his ships just ended up on,
That's the Fulminatrix.
yeah, I was gonna say because he doesn't have any other. It is the Supremacy Throne Room, so he's got both Supremacy sites there, and he may be waiting to put down the salt flats until he can do something with it.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think he's just okay with sitting there and just occupying for just draining 2 and 2,
yeah, they're at
doing some damage.
the Supremacy Battleground site, whatever
Yeah,
whatever the name of it is. It's the Supremacy site that has icons on both sides.
it's the throne room. It's Snoke's throne room.
Sure, it is. It's the only throne room that's actually a battleground. Yavin 4 is not. Death Star 2 is not.
Whoa,
But
whoa, 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 whoa! There are 2 throne rooms
oh,
on
you're
the
right.
table right now.
Forgot about that one. That's, I mean,
Right,
Naboo's not really a
Garrett.
throne. It's so
There
it
goes
looks like we
Lieutenant
see.
Destiny 6
Yep,
and
and
Lieutenant
Lieutenant
Destiny
Destiny
6.
6. So we got the drain of 2 and then the ping of 1. So I didn't see the other loss there. And now Brian
Lieutenant
had
Destiny
like,
6.
well, there should be 3 lost cards.
Yeah, all 3 were
Oh,
Lieutenant
they were
Destiny
all Lieutenant
6.
Destiny 6. Holy cow!
Yeah.
So, like, Brian's got to decide here. Whatever he does, he's got to assume it's potentially getting kissed right back.
Hmm.
So
Well, I don't know if Benji has enough force for it
that's the question.
because it's going to
But
cost him
like,
4 to, or it's going to cost him 5 to do it now.
yeah. So Brian's searching for something. Not sure what he's got that lets him just straight search for free. Maybe if he's got Jedi Biz, which I think he does.
Um, Jedi Business only lets him search for a weapon. Uh,
Yeah, so he could have attempted to play a
he could
weapon and
have the
missed.
docking bay puller, but I doubt it.
I don't think he does. I think he's got. Well, he's got Republic. Maybe that is the document pillar. He's got Republic Navy on There's a little bit of glare there on his starting effects.
Yeah.
So I can
Uh,
see it's they win this round, and I think it's Jedi Business. I can't see what the third one is, but
mhm,
it's either the document pillar or it's Navy.
yeah.
And Brian's thinking so hard about this. That tells me Benji's got 5 saved. Like he's trying to figure out what he wants to do.
Okay.
So there's 5 for Ahsoka with lightsaber
Oh,
and Pancake, protector of the Queen. I think Brian might have to think about moving him over. Like
yeah.
I don't love that, but like that might be the answer. So
Yeah. Just wondering, like, what Brian's game plan here is, because, like you said, it like he's about to take 4 points of damage on Benji's turn.
yeah, like this is Benji started this aggressively. I didn't love the Wookiee kiss, but I understood why he did it. I think it was a misplay. I think otherwise he's doing exactly what he needs to in this game, which is press damage
Yeah.
hard and do not slow down because at some point I don't
That's a
even
good
know
question,
what it's
Brent.
an older code does. So I'm gonna say no because I didn't see it when I deck checked him,
Oh,
and now I have to look it up. It's an older code, Endor Interrupt.
if opponent just landed a
No.
starship on an exterior site, use two forces scan, reveal opponent's hand. You may place one starship you find there in opponent's use pile. I don't think it's like necessary. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I mean it's cute, but the Senate Shield also stops it.
yeah,
So, and I did not see them during deck check, and I think Benji's probably just saying, you know what, the Wookiee Kiss is just better. Like having a second Wookiee Kiss is better than having an older code to send to use, especially with the prevalence of things like Navy, where sending the ship to use doesn't really do a lot.
yeah. I mean, you're at this point, no, it's not because it's going to cost him. It actually costs him 5 to do that, Marines, just
No, he's
on
saying older
base.
code is cheaper than Monarch.
Oh, yes, older code is cheaper by itself, but I'd sooner kiss a Wookiee, and it's an older code, costs 5 without it being grabbed. Now it would cost what, 7?
And older code is not pullable by Masterful Move. And we see the Jedi
Mm-hmm.
Lev, 4 red cards go away. So, like if the
Brian's got
Senate
to do
Shield
something here.
didn't exist the way it does, I think that play would be a lot better. Problem is the Senate Shield does exist and it stops
I
a lot of
mean,
that.
and it's funny to see, like, it's going to be interesting to see if anybody is playing Senate today. So far, Benji obviously is not. On our secondary stream, we have Matt Harrison Trainer versus Joe Olson. Matt Harrison Trainer also playing the First Order deck. I
And
If
he's not
players are
playing
not,
Senate on
I
the other
think
side.
we might be seeing all 8 of our players playing this First Order deck. I'll be honest with you.
It would not shock me. Like it's we saw it a few times yesterday where like Lightside was skewed to be able to handle it, and even then you were losing force in big battles. Like the numbers and the powers just getting so high
Yeah,
that it's tough to fight.
it's almost like the player, like, if Garrett wants to play this First Order deck, he's going to have to use both his hands and his feet to count how high the numbers are going to get.
I'm don't know how many toes you think I have, but I'm going to tell you that if it gets above 21, my counting is done. So that's and Benji's just drawing some. Benji says, "Look,
Yeah, no, Benji
you're
is
paying
in.
3 to do 2. I'm doing 4 for free."
I mean, he is doing one right now with the objective. I mean, if he
Yeah,
moves Panaka and another person over, he increases it to two instead of
but Benji
four.
can very easily figure out to split his ships
Hmm.
and get to 3 battlegrounds without a problem.
Yes.
So, yeah, Ketwall, I saw some of those conversations, and I'm not sure who was making that argument, but they were wrong. And there we see Benji loses a Wookiee Kiss, a First Order Stormtrooper,
And then
and
control
a
set for
control
stun.
set for stun. He's perfectly happy with that First Order Stormtrooper going away because he can just deploy it from Lost,
Yeah.
and it'd give him a second pilot or a second character to make that drain +1. So if he wanted to put a guy on the finalizer and then put a guy there. So
Brian's
Brian
thinking about where he
puts
wants
the
to put
ship
this.
down. Here's
I think that's the
where Benji needs
endurance.
to be like, fine, you can have the ship. He needs to Wookiee kiss the pilot.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, this is where that needs to go. Yeah, this is a.
Nope, he Wookiee
Benji's
kisses the
light
ship.
side yesterday was a Ray Saga deck that put a bunch of things out of play, and it was the only deck I saw that made Darkside, made a First Order deck run in space.
Yeah.
He did make Kyle flee from Polis Massa when he had Luke in Red 5 and Han, but it was not enough. And Brian drops. He baited out the Wookiee kiss, and that's what I was saying. Is I think the Wookiee kiss was a mistake. I think you let him have the ship, and then you kiss Yularen back,
Yeah,
and then you
and
try and beat up the ship. Like
which is
that's
funny
that
because
play
like
line.
it looks like to me Benji has enough force to actually play another Kiswookie,
He might. He had a bunch,
but
so
the
just because
question
I
is,
want
does he
to.
have it?
Um, okay, so if he kissed back the pilot, it doesn't force Brian to deploy the pilot. Like if he kissed back Yularen and then went after the ship, it doesn't force Brian to play the pilot next turn. It says may deploy it for free.
Okay.
So I wanted to check if you could do the like, hey, I'm going to bounce back your pilot. I'm going to blow up the ship. Now you have to put him down somewhere else, and I no longer
Okay.
have to worry about him. So Brian's still stuck.
The question
Benji.
is, what ship that is?
I don't think it's the Angel. I don't think it's the Ezra Angel.
No.
I'm not sure. It's
It
got to
it
be a first
um
order. It's got to be one of the capitals. It's got to be the Resolute, or it's not the
well, I think he
Resolute.
played the endurance first to bait it out
So then
and then
it's
played the resolute,
the
but I'm not
Resolutes.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just can't tell because of it's one, it's upside down, and two, that little bit of a glare on it kind of
yep.
hurts.
And he's throwing Brave Little R2 on it as well, I think. And
Yeah.
Benji's like, well, I've got,
No,
oh no,
Captain
Rex,
Rex.
which is fine. He's forfeit fodder. That's
Mhm.
all he is
Captain Forfeit
forfeit
Fodder.
fodder. Yep. He hangs out with Lieutenant Destiny 6. They're friends. So Benji's leaving a couple force, and he's gonna, hit Brian again for 2 and 2 here.
Yeah.
And Brian
Hey,
did not move Pancake over.
six. Wow. So Chris just posted in Slack. There's 36 players for the consolation. Both Johnny and Apollo are playing.
So 36
So
players for consolation,
my money's on
8
my money's on Apollo.
in top 8. That means 44 of 55 players yesterday are still playing today. That's
And
pretty
I know at
awesome.
least what, four of them are active judging
Yeah, we've got
right
some
now.
active judges going on. I think we had a couple people who maybe couldn't make it. Oh, 5, 4, 6, I think are those Destiny.
Those are some five, a four, and a six.
That's I wasn't
If
positive
Benji
on
ha
I've lost R2,
if
but I think that's a
Benji
four.
has the no escape, things could get mm, fast.
Um, I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess if he has the no
Yeah,
escape,
this
you send
Kylo.
back
Yularen and just
Yularen
beat the
and
crap out of Rex
yeah,
and whatever
Rex and
ship
the
that is.
ship is doing
Yeah.
nothing. And but there's two things he'd have to have there. He'd have to have the kiss, and he'd have to have a ship to go after him, because that's one thing. Benji's
Oh, I
force is
don't.
a little light.
Yeah, and
I
he plays force push after deploying.
Well, he had to deploy. He had to get um, the force push was his bow pull, so he
Okay,
couldn't play
okay.
that until he grabbed it with
Kylo.
Kylo. But I think he
Mhm.
might still have the force to go after it. Yeah, there's the supremacy.
Oh, and it's reduced, I believe.
Um, it's going to Dakar, so it's -2 from Navy.
Yeah.
And what's it's?
Oh, and he's going in front of the Resolute.
I think that's the right play.
Do we have a battle? There's no way.
I mean, the supremacy alone is higher power. Like,
Yeah, I mean, it's if that is the Resolute, it's 12 to 13. Okay. He takes the card off, so can't be canceled, draws five.
okay, well that
That's
cracks
me.
the no, it doesn't. If or yeah, because it's less than 4, and he
Yeah, and
loses
he's got to lose. He
Yularen.
loses Yularen. Yeah.
He's got another
Okay, so I
Yularen,
guess
or
it
he's
wasn't
got an
immune.
Unita. So if it was the endurance, it's immune to less than 3. You add 1 to it from
Well,
the Navy, it's immune to less than 4.
yeah, and then but Killian makes it four, so it'd be less than five. I want to
Yeah,
say the
that
Resolute is just five
the Resolute's a straight
base.
5. The
It should have been immune less than six.
Unless that's the endurance and not the Resolute.
Yeah, you want to, you want
So
to,
the
you want to.
endurance, no, because immunity to attrition can always be ignored. There's no rules
True.
question there. Brian can choose
So
to
he,
ignore immunity. So if it's the endurance, it's immune to less than 3, which would be 4 with Navy.
mhm.
The Resolute is immune to less than 5, while
Five.
Yularen piloting.
Yeah, I mean
And Yularen
he's
adds
got to
no
get.
immunity.
Yeah, but the Republic Navy adds one
Yeah,
to it,
so if it
so it
was a
would be
3, it's a
six.
4, and the 4.
No, Brian drew one destiny there.
Yeah, because he used sand.
Yeah.
So, but if it's a 4, Benji cracked it. If it's a 5, Brian might have lost that. Might have lost Yularen for forfeit.
Then why not lose Rex?
He might have needed to get to 6 instead of 5. I don't know.
Yeah. It really just depends on what that ship is.
I'm not the boss of Brian. I let him play his game.
Yeah, you are. Oh wait, no, you're not Chris Schoenthal.
No.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, you're not Mike Kessling.
Brian can play his game how Brian wants to play his game, and I think you need to just be okay with that. So there we see a ping of 1.
Being one and train of two.
He hasn't paid for the drain yet.
He doesn't have to.
Oh, you're right. Okay, so there's the drain of 2. There goes the 6 and the 5, and then or 6, 4, 5. Yep.
Yeah.
So Benji loses the good destiny. So
And
and
there's the
there's the
Unita.
Unita, which is the, like I say, it might have been a he needed to cover 6, so he lost Yularen because he knew he could Unita him back.
Mm-hmm.
If Benji would have had a shuffle,
Oh, that would have been.
that would have been
That's the
beautiful.
Resolute. So it had to be something other. It had to be another ship. That's the Resol or the Endurance right there.
Okay. Then it might have been the Resolute or it might have been something else. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think it might have been something. It had to be something else.
So,
There's you, Lauren.
because yeah, the picture doesn't ring a bell, and I unfortunately, like I said, I didn't check Brian's deck. I don't know. Like, I don't think that's just an acclimator ship. I don't think we ever
No,
foiled
I mean
those.
it could be Obi-Wan in Radiant 7.
Malcor, you mean?
Or yeah, that thing. Uh,
Oh yeah,
okay.
oh
Yes,
yeah,
it
it
is
definitely could have been
Metacore.
Metacore.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's Metacore in Radiant 7.
Yeah, and that's immune to less than 4 because I don't think it gets +1 from Galactic Navy.
Uh, it should.
Unique capital ships are deploy
It
-1
is
and
a
immune.
capital.
No, it's not. It's a starfighter. Unless it got changed because Radiant 7 was a starfighter because it was one of the few starfighters with
Oh, you're right.
armor instead of maneuver because you could use it to run you could use it to try and flip TTO
Hmm.
because you couldn't
It
fail a
didn't have
maneuver check
maneuver.
because it didn't have maneuver. So it didn't matter what it was, you can't fail the maneuver
Hmm.
check. So Brian's thinking it.
And
I don't know if
I
that's
can't tell
Mace
who
or
that is.
Kenobi
Yeah,
down
I
with
can't tell.
Cardo and
It looks
Kylo.
like it. I'm gonna say it's Mace because yeah, it looks like it's the just the. It looks like it's a Mace.
It looks like it's all inked up, which is awesome, and that's like Brian's thing. So there's the battle
Yeah.
against the Supremacy.
Is it against the Supremacy or is
Yeah,
it with Mace?
nope, he battled with the Supremacy first.
Oh, and a react with
And the
the
react
laser.
with the laser cannon battery. Somebody going boom. But who?
Depends on who. If
And
Benji plays, how
Benji's
much force he
not
pays.
paying. Oh,
No, Brian's shuffling.
what did Brian do did Brian have grappling hook?
He does have grappling hook on the table.
Okay. When did he play grappling hook? Or where did he play?
Sometime this game, I don't know.
Oh, okay, yep. So
So
Benji
Benji's
pays
paying
one.
one, and
Oh,
he
he
misses
missed.
whoever he shoots at.
That's a little unfortunate. And he did take a card off of Sam,
Yeah,
so he
so he
gets the
draws a
Destiny of 4.
4.
So he again
Mm,
will kill. He'll force something to die.
yep. Uh, Probably going to be the Rex.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you lose Rex. If you're Brian, you're like, okay, Rex, go away.
But funny enough, Brian Fred is outpowering Benji.
I'd imagine. I mean, Benji's just got the Supremacy with no pilots. He drew a 4.
Yeah.
And Brian's got 2 ships there, including Yularen on the Endurance. But losing the Supremacy, as we saw yesterday, does not stop a Chew from winning with First Order. And
I
it's
don't.
been a couple turns, so like Benji's in. I
Yeah,
mean,
he could have another one. I wouldn't be
Apollo lost at
surprised.
turn 1. That was. I still maintain, and I talked to Apollo right after the game. I said that was quite possibly the best played
Oh,
game I've seen in
100%.
forever. That was so. The fact that he got that back was absolutely amazing. All right, so Benji's going to get another 2 and 2 here. I want to look at something with First Order Reigns real quick.
I'm a little surprised to see that Brian did not battle with Mace
He might not have had a way to stop the swing.
unless he has the disarm. Unless he has a disarmed in hand. I don't see a disarm. I don't see any effects in his hand.
Yeah, he might not. It might have just been he didn't want the swing. He didn't want to risk losing Mace to the swing.
Yeah.
Although that's the concern he had. So there's the Ellis, and there's the Quite a Mercenary. And Brian stacked the Ellis on grappling hook. Well, there's 9s. I expect we'll see a... There's 2003. As I say, I expect we'll see a trooper from Lost. And we know Benji's got the trooper assault.
And we know that Brian has Hujix in his hand.
Did he pull it? I didn't remember seeing it, but
he's got it.
okay. But you
Brian has
force,
to lose one here.
yeah, and you force the Hujix out,
Mm-hmm.
and you potentially will lose another one if Kylo hits. So Benji doesn't have a ton of cards left, but neither does Brian.
Looks like Brian also has the blaster deflection in his hand as well.
Okay,
So I think he's not going to lose one to it.
the swing will cancel, and that's fine.
Yeah.
If you're Benji, that's not a huge
I
issue.
mean, it adds up, which I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like one force.
There's the trooper assault that should have been played before the swing, but because that's a just.
Yes.
And there's the Tauntaun skull. So Benji says, I will make you use your Hujix. So
Yeah.
I'm a little surprised he didn't play that during the Supremacy battle.
The Tauntaun skull.
Yeah, last turn. That might have been worth just... Alright, so I guess he's letting the swing go because he can cancel the second one with FN. But because he hit 2003 can't use his text to do things. Because
Okay.
you have to hit him, which is a...
Yeah.
And there's Battle Destiny of 3. See, I think Benji should have canceled Mace's text first, although, it's a 1.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to matter. Brian's going to have to peel. Yep. Brian just says we can stop doing math. Here's the Hujix.
Yeah, that's I like that on Brian. Just like no
Yeah.
need to do math. Let's just move on.
Yeah, and Benji just loses the 3 troopers, and that's fine. He forced the Hujix out. Brian's still doing 5 points of damage. 2, 2, and 1. And Benji's threatening 6. And Brian doesn't have a ton of cards left either.
No, neither of them feel like they do.
He just went and got... I think he just went and got the General Kenobi. So he might be threatening to... There's the other Ellis. He might be threatening to come with the General Kenobi somewhere, but he doesn't have enough to battle.
And the
Yeah,
fact that he
Brian
doesn't
does have
have
the We're
his
Doomed, but Benji hasn't grabbed anything yet. Benji will grab the We're Doomed, and the thing with the We're Doomed is all those drains are 2. So if he plays the We're Doomed, Benji grabs it, and his damage goes from 6 to 4 that turn. Because it's cut in half, but he doesn't have any that are more than 2. So he's not losing to that round down, and he doesn't have any that are 1. So it's just I lose... He'll lose 4. He'll grab the We're Doomed, so he'll effectively make Brian lose 5 force, because once he grabs it, that card is dead. And there's Brian putting Kenobi out to get the drain, putting another character out. I don't like... So... Alright, I don't love putting... Brian's
you
just
don't like
spreading.
backing up where he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I like
it
him
was fine.
spreading at this
He
point.
did the spread he needed to. I was trying to figure out. I didn't love him. I thought he was going to put a second character with Kenobi. I didn't realize he was going to full spread. So I thought he might be
he
putting
has
one.
a full spread at this point.
Yeah, and I think that's the play. This is what you have to do. It's cause as much damage as you can. Benji's, I think it's real close. So there's 2. Now are we playing the We're Doomed? Because he's definitely below. I mean, you've gotta, and Benji's gonna grab it. Yeah. Let him think, Benji. I don't know what Brian's holding onto it for because it's not going to help him next turn. There's the snap grab. So then it's 1-1. Um, I I'll be honest. I would not hate Benji loading up that finalizer and moving right in front of Dakar and saying, let's go. Like, you've got the forfeit fodder.
Yeah,
You block the
I'm
drain of
agreeing.
2. You might force Brian to move. Like, I like that play as well.
Sounds like you like everything that Benji is doing.
I mean, Brian's got 1 card in hand and not enough force to threaten in space. Like, I could actually be completely behind Benji shuttling a guy up to the finalizer. You could shuttle Cardo up to the finalizer, uh, jump the shuttle onto finalizer. Cardo moves onto the shuttle, take the shuttle off, and then fly the finalizer to Dakar, and you're threatening drains of even more then. Well, I
Yeah.
guess you do that. You give up the drain of 1. You turn the salt plats into a drain of 1 from 2, so it doesn't really matter where you move. Dakar, like the drains are capped at 2 because of WHAP. Brian's got like 10 cards. Brian may end up winning this game, but it's going to be
It's not gonna be a
in
lot.
the single digits.
Like, I don't even know if Brian's gonna win this game.
I think he will because I don't think Benji can survive another turn of his damage. Like, even if Benji moves over, he's draining him for 5 on the ground, or draining plus pinging.
Mhm.
So, that 5. Like, I think Brian's got to move the ships in front of somebody. And at that point, Benji's going to drain for 6. But Brian has about 10 cards. And that's enough. So,
And I think if you're Brian, I think you're okay with losing this game by a little,
well, Brian's going
only
to win the
because
game, I think. Benji's going to lose by just a little bit.
okay, so I think Benji's also well, Benji, being that he's playing Darkseid, if he loses this game, it's not the best scenario because Darkseid again
Yeah.
is pretty much stronger.
Benji lost 4 to drains and 1 to the objective. One of those sites has got a lightsaber at it. So the throne room's got Qui Gon with a saber.
Yeah.
So it's a drain of 2, and then 1 at the hallway, 1 at the courtyard, and ping for 1 with the objective because of decree. Nope, he reduced with decree. He's been right on top of that. And honestly, I think Brian's probably just saying it's this much. So Benji's got, I think, 5 cards left. Or he might have 6.
Which one is it?
Oh, so, well, it makes a huge difference. So Brian loses 8. Now, if Benji has 6, he can win by 1 because he can just move everybody. He can move those ships in front of Brian's ships
Hmm.
and say, I don't have to lose. Um, okay. Well, that card in hand must be a gick.
Hopefully. Hopefully.
I mean, and
It,
Benji picks some up. Yeah, I mean,
is he searching for the gick?
2, 3, 4, and the ping of 1. And Benji's got, I believe, 1 card in hand. Up, decree virtual to draw 1 if nobody otherwise. It's 4. Brian cancels it. And all right, that's it. So Brian wins by 3. So Benji did not have the. All right, then Yeah, I don't think it mattered. Brian was going to win that by 3. Benji was one card short
Yeah.
of being able to, because he could block a drain of
I
2 either way.
yeah, personally, I think Benji played that really, really well. I don't, I
I so
didn't see any really big
I
mistakes from
no,
Benji.
I honestly I think his Wookiee kisses were bad. Wookiee kissing Qui-Gon was pointless. You're not using, you're not getting anything from it. So, and you
Sure.
gave away that you have it, so Brian had to think around it. And then I think Wookiee
Yeah.
kissing the first ship was a mistake. I think you let the ship come down and you Wookiee kiss the first pilot. You Wookiee kiss Yularen and then you go jump the ship.
Okay.
And if you don't have a ship to respond to it, then you don't Wookiee kiss it because there's no benefit again. Like save the Wookiee kiss for a time when it's impactful.
Can we find out the exact numbers, Garrett, whenever you get a sec?
Yeah, I'll go ask about Lost Piles real quick.
Okay. Thank you. Um, I mean, bouncing off what Garrett was just talking about, yes, I think that he is right. The let the Wookiee whistles, the Wookiee kisses could have been a little bit better, but I think overall Benji played that really well, especially to only lose by 3. Uh, Personally, I think he was in a halfway decent position, and I do think that he could it could have been it was pretty close. I so it's going to be interesting to see what happens in our next game. So, and I know Garrett knows what Benji is playing. I don't know if we're going to be taking a break here after this game. I know Brian Fred likes to take a break after each round so he can go outside and ruin his lungs.
Lost
Uh,
Pile was 31 Benji, 33 Beefred.
so Benji actually had a lower loss pile,
He had a lot more cards on table.
or a more, well, okay. So, and what did he win by?
3. We saw the count was 3. I didn't
Okay,
even ask.
I'm
That
just
was
making sure. I just want to make sure, you know. So, do we know if they're going to get right into it, if they're going to take a break? Mr.
sort of
Garrett,
looking like it might be a break, so I will go
+3, 33 to
confirm that, but I'm pretty
35.
sure it will be a break, and I will be back when Fred gets back to the table as I go check on
Okay,
them.
sounds like a plan, sir. So I think we're also going to take a little bit of a break then. We'll come back with more Star Wars CCG action coming to you live from the 2025 Star Wars World Championships in beautiful Seattle, Washington. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Looks like we have Benji already ready to go. He's eager to continue on his top eight journey at this point. Brian Fred, we do not know where you are, but we definitely want you in our life.
I think he went to hit the bathroom real quick and get a quick break. So I'm not sure what his dark side is. Benji.
I do, and you will be surprised.
So I know what Benji's is. Benji
I,
has mind what you have learned.
okay. Uh, this is going to be interesting then, because what Brian is playing, it it's going to be interesting. It says I'll tell you as soon as he gets he gets back.
Is he
But
on Shadow Collective or Invasion? I know those were some he was playing around with earlier.
good good observation, sir.
So I know those were decks he was.
He is on one of those two decks.
Okay. That's those were what he'd been playing around with over the weekend. And did he didn't play Shadow Collective yesterday, did he?
He did. Him,
Okay.
Matt Scott, and Mike Kessling all played exactly the same decks. Today, Brian is on one of his go-to decks.
Oh, he is Invasion. All right.
He is playing Invasion.
This'll be interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
I I don't know if Invasion was on his or in if he was putting Benji on it this mind what you've learned, but definitely it's this invasion is going to be interesting. It's really going to come down to just Benji have the ability to go to space and or is he
um,
going to like the fact that Brian's drain bonuses are pretty much going to be turned off is not going to be good for him.
well, the other thing that Brian's got going for him though is Benji's test 2 does functionally nothing
No.
because when Brian flips, he draws 2 if unable to otherwise wherever he's got 2 droids. So he
Yeah.
doesn't need the 6 ability. I don't think Benji has any space. I think Benji
That's
is I think
you
Benji
think
is
he's
all in
spaceless?
on taking the ground, but he's got a lot of ground tricks. And
I mean, that's
I
going
know
to be.
so Beefred started Tentacle and I think he is in the 3 grabbers
Mhm.
idea. Yeah, Benji's stuff, all his starting stuff was all organized, and I had to reorganize his deck to do the count.
Oh, and
So
I
he had,
he's going with
oh, he
looks like
does have
Saitor
no,
Calf Class.
and there is, it looked like one ship in there. I thought I saw the,
Uh,
I just deleted
no,
I just
no.
deleted the email. It's,
I have it up, and
okay.
no,
Yeah, I didn't, I'm like, I
and
didn't remember seeing one, but I just saw what looked like blue, so
um,
maybe. So, do we have a result from
oh, I don't think we
any
have
of the
any
other
other
games yet?
the other results.
Okay,
I guess we could ask Chris.
that's. I mean, Chris is also running the consolation, and we've got some board games going on as well. People hanging out and having fun. I mean, the game room is full, and everyone is super happy right now. Like, this is. If you can get a chance to come out and play Star
I'm not
Wars
super happy.
CCG, you should. The Texans
I am
are
not super happy.
destroying the Ravens right now. Holy
Good. Let's
cow.
keep it that way.
24-3. That
Oh my.
is wow. I did Lamar play? Oh, Lamar did
No.
not play. Okay. That was and Dolphins are up on the Patriots. This is or Dolphins are up on the Panthers. That's not a
That's yeah.
huge surprise. That's So Benji's got a
Beat
ton of
Raiders no
ground
surprise.
trips. This
Giants and
is going to be
Saints.
interesting.
Yeah,
So
I will agree with you 100%. And I like doing a quick cursory glance over Benji's deck. I really like what he has going on. Looks like Hayes defeated Sam by 18,
okay.
and 10 in lost piles for Hayes, 31 ins for Sam. Oof. Uh,
So Sam needs a
Greg
big win.
Shaw, Greg defeated Pat Johnson in game one by 19.
Ooh, ouch. That's that's not great. Not great for our boy Pat. So
No. You know what though? Pat is definitely a player that I'm glad has made. I believe this might be his first like top eight ever
it might
in
be.
in
I
in
mean,
in person event.
yeah, because he's made
Uh,
the OCS top scene a few times. He's been
mhm.
playing really well in the Retro League all year. Like Pat is,
I mean, he made the OCS last year. He made
yeah,
it this year. He's done really well in the retro, but this, like I said, this is his first ever in-person top eight.
yeah,
And you know what? I'm
good for
really
him.
proud of him. He's been putting the work in, and you know what? It's about time.
No,
Like,
for sure. I'm super happy for him. I'm so one interesting card Benji has in there, and you can see it in his hand as he's flipping through. He's got Alter Friendly Fire non V. So if Brian comes at him with those droids and guns, he can start killing things real quick. So Brian's just putting out his stuff, kind of like normal. There's no surprise on what he's doing. It's just a how
yeah,
does he where does he go with it? I think you'll see. I think he's got to do Teihao and go for the take the system just in case. Like
yeah. I think he does have to put some people at the system, but
he can go
it's
somewhat light, but you
but
can't
he doesn't know
go.
that, does he?
I don't believe so, and you can't go too light because you do have to at least be cognizant of you need your six ability or something up there because if you go too light and Benji's
Yeah,
got anything, it's a problem. Because Teihao, I don't think the flagship naturally has immunity.
it does not. I think it's Captain Dolphine that actually gives his immunity.
Yeah,
Um,
and if you deploy just Teihao is only ability 2, so like again, you have to put a couple things up there just to make sure you don't run into something and Brian says I don't need to put anybody up there right now, and I don't hate that. I think he's got a turn and
yeah, he can't. I
he
mean,
grabs the
Benji
droid
can't deploy to
starfighter.
there.
He could if he had a spy and an unpiloted ship. But like usually when you see something like that, you're talking like R2 and Red 5, and he's not going to be running that in this deck.
Hazen by 18.
Hayes by 18. Yeah, we. Thank you,
Who's relaying information to you?
Robbie.
Is Rob? So I take it Robbie's your sideline reporter.
I think so. Robbie's doing the watching all the games and seeing how stuff's going.
Okay.
So
We need to get Robbie a proper headset and have him be our sideline reporter.
I don't think we have another one plugged in, and I think that it's
Hmm.
actually fairly loud in the game room. Like I'm in a little alcove next to it. I think if we had tried to have somebody in there, it would get very loud very quick.
Yeah, Star Wars players, even though we're all starting to get old and feeble, definitely are still a loud bunch.
We are not the quietest group.
No.
That's for sure.
Still have yet to hear about the Joe Olson versus the Matt Harrison trainer game. It
I
does look
mean,
like it's still in game one, and it's looks like it's really, really close. I'll be
and
honest.
Matt is a very deliberate player, which means this might be a slight, this could be a slow game because he's a fairly deliberate player. Joe in person can be somewhat deliberate. Like this game could
Joe has his
absolutely
moments.
be oh yeah, it could be a close game. So Benji's activates. He's just dropping. I'm sure we're just going to see a site. We'll see Son of Skywalker. We'll see the
Yeah, and
test.
Benji, like, I'm assuming he's just going to set up his stuff. Ooh, okay.
And
We're going to
he's getting
see him go
Leia
out
as
with
well.
Leia.
He's,
Yeah.
again, I don't hate the
Mm-mm.
take an aggressive line and start causing damage right away.
I do love that Benji's just like, you know what? Here's everything I need. Let's go.
Yeah, no, this isn't Gemp. That's the way you do this stuff. So,
Oh yeah, 100%.
but
Like
like,
I've been playing a lot of like the dark side and light side Senate decks on Camp, and don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying them. But having to click through, I'm clicking on my epic event. I'm clicking on which senator I want to use. I'm clicking on the card to put it back. I'm clicking, and
so
then
much
it
clicking.
draws, and it's just like we just do this
And I
automatically.
mean, Benji does just pay 1 for Leia.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
honestly a solid little start to, like, hey, I'm gonna
And
get
the
Leia's gun,
and
and
what's really nice for him is he's starting pointed damage with the Gun Blaster side. And if Brian was to drain Benji, he doesn't have to actually lose one of the like flip over one of the Jedi tests.
yep,
So
because it's not, well,
I
he
mean, I
can't
know
drain
that
right now because it's not a battleground.
I was going to say
So,
yeah, but I mean, it might come into play eventually. But
so
having that,
there we
okay, so he's
see Benji testing.
one of
He,
four
the
and a
5, I believe,
four.
passes.
Uh, was it is
It
narrow
was
escape a
narrow
five?
escape. Yep, narrow escape's a 5.
Okay, so then yes, the five would pass.
Even a 4 would have passed. You got 4,
Uh,
5, 6 is 6, 5 for Sun is 11, 1 for Yoda is 12, 1 for Yoda's Hope is 13, and Great
yeah,
Warrior's a 12.
yeah,
So the 4 passes with
and
that. If we add, when we add the second site, the 5 will pass. When we add another site, it's still 4 will pass, and then he'll need a 5 to pass test 3. But test 3 may or may not actually end up being that important.
no,
So
test three does. It's really when with this Mind when you learn deck that it's mostly test one and test two,
yeah,
and those are the big ones.
the downside to the test 3 play is the main Dark Jedi we're going to see is, well, we see Plagueis there, and you're going to see Sidious, and Lord Sidious will just exclude Luke.
So funny enough, it depends. It depends on who is the active player, because
Agreed. Brian
well, actually,
can't start a battle and exclude Luke, at which point Luke could turn it into a duel. But if Benji starts the battle, he can exclude Sidious, who then excludes Luke, and the battle's over.
well, no, Benji won't exclude. It has to be defensive, doesn't it?
Yeah, so if Benji starts the battle, Sidious
Oh,
can
yeah,
just
yeah, yeah,
exclude,
yeah,
and Brian just won't start the battle that way. So there we
yeah.
see coarse and rough and irritating. Beef red stacks. Looks like a laser cannon battery,
And
and another. There they are.
there they are. Yep.
And he's gonna
And
go
there's
get
Sil
Teihao.
Unik. Nope. So that
That's
looks like it's
Sil.
Sil Unk. Nope. That's Say Hi. Let's say how.
I was gonna say Sil Unk. I
Yeah.
don't think is worth putting in a deck if memory
Sil.
serves.
Yes. Sil Unk V.
Oh,
Sil Unk V is once provides two to
yep.
power.
And
Once per game,
can't cancel Battle Destiny.
may deploy a device, Hoth or Episode One device on a captain ship he is piloting. While piloting a Trade Federation captain ship, opponent may not cancel your battle destiny draws here, where you had a character with Trade Federation in lore.
Yep.
So kind of important, like
Well,
the fact that you can just go,
he got Dolte up there, so he's gonna get the. Now he's got 6 ability,
uh-huh.
which is really the like. It feels bad stacking that when you are probably assuming Benji has very little space, but
But you don't know
the
that.
downside of not stacking that is so huge
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it's probably not worth the risk.
Agreed.
And Brian decides he's not going to deploy a battle droid there.
He
So,
doesn't need to. Darth Plagueis is ability 7.
yeah, that's I think it might have been maybe if he's got a artillery in hand to start a ping. So, I mean, Brian's got good destiny. It's invasion. It's got a bunch of good destiny. It can get
Yeah.
snarly. It's going to be a question of if Brian can come after Benji with what he needs to, and how quickly can Benji get stuff running.
Yeah.
Like, I think you want to pass test 2. Like I said, I'm not positive test 3 is really going to come into play.
I mean, test 3 only comes into play with Luke, and he has to be alone.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
So test 3 may or may
Luke,
not come into play that much, but I could see,
yeah,
Luke alone being a, hey, I'm gonna with test 3, you're gonna go make a run at somebody and just try and kill some things. And Brian does end up going with the security battle droid instead of the B1
yeah.
battle droid, and flips, throws out battle order. So Benji's gonna have to pay 3 to drain for 2, and guess what Benji's gonna do? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with that reflection out, he gets to pay drain for 2 and gets to do a damage with a good blaster at your side.
Yeah.
That seems pretty solid for
Yep.
Benji.
Do your 3. Take your damage. Start this clock. And there
There
we see a
goes
ship.
Maul and Scimitar, it looks like maybe,
Yeah, I
and
think so.
then I can't tell what that is.
Um, might be a we must accelerate.
Yeah,
So.
and is that what Tambor? It looks like
Oh yeah,
maybe.
yep. He definitely has Watt in the deck.
Yeah, Brian ended up winning by 3. He has 33. He had 33 cards in his loss
Oof.
pile to Benji's 31. So really, it comes down to this game, obviously.
Benji missed
Some
the
of the other
sight pull,
games,
which means Brian gets to
that's
reveal the
unfortunate.
whole thing and see what's in there. Because there's
Yeah,
definitely Blasted Orchid, Narrow Escape, multiple Saris, multiple disarms.
and like you were saying, that's all of the tricks that he wants to see. And we saw 2 Captain Hans in there, 1 Ahsoka, 1 Padme. Not a lot of other characters though.
I mean, he's got the Ray in hand that he took with the test redraw.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's he Benji went heavy on tricks, a little light on bodies, but
Mhm.
that also means his Destiny are really good.
Yeah. We have another update. Looks like Matt Harrison Trainer has defeated Joe Olson in game 1 by 9. Again, that was
Okay.
First Order versus Watch Your Step. It was on stream. So if you're interested in viewing that one was again on the Sam Shima Tashi Station stream. And then,
Well, Benji,
like I
would
said,
you
we're
like
gonna
to move test 2?
he,
Brian. That was, I guarantee, I'm just
uh,
going to tweak Benji a little bit, and Benji, I'm sure, like, what the heck?
and then 3PO coming down with Leia. That's again
Yeah,
another point of
it's,
damage.
you know. And
And that,
Brian putting out his own battle order slowed Benji down a little bit, and I think
mhm.
he was going to be playing it anyways. But now he's going to have to pay for his drain, and
But at the same time, he's also draining for 2, and he's doing a point of damage because I believe he's got the You'll
I
Be Dead on
I
table.
don't believe he's playing You'll Be Dead. I don't believe he's starting You'll Be Dead. He started Inconsequential, Droid Rax, Tentacle, and the
Oh, that's
Docking
right.
Bay
That's right.
Puller.
That's right.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure he's got You'll Be Dead in the deck.
Well, then that's not a little unfortunate. Yeah.
So, like, I don't love the. And there's the it could be worse. And Brian says, yep, I'm grabbing that.
Yep. Give me that. Give me that.
But, like, I understand why Brian put out Battle Order, and he's, well, I'm going to make him pay once. But, like, it also cost Brian to pay, and I'm not sure Brian wouldn't have been better served waiting till he didn't have to pay and maybe
Yeah.
see if he could bait Benji into playing it and give himself another
Uh,
shield. Not that he necessarily needs another shield, like
yeah.
but I don't hate
Okay.
make your opponent play it. Like Benji's going to pay for
There's,
that drain.
hey, look, it's a battleground that's a throne room, or a throne room that's a battleground.
I don't know what you're talking about. Those don't exist. There's the test. Test 5 gets there.
Uh,
And Benji grabs the start
no.
with 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 5 gets there.
14. How much is test 2?
Test 2 is 13.
Uh-uh.
Test 2 is 13. So here's the thing.
1, 2,
We can't.
3. 1, 2. Okay.
The
There it
thing
is.
is,
Yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
I was
Okay.
going to say, we can't actually go say anything, though, because adding from the Dagobah sites is a May. So he could choose not to
Yeah,
add for the Dagobah sites, and then he would have failed.
that's true.
So it, and they do have an active judge there. I believe Matt Scott is helping judge there, as we talked about that. He and I and Brian talked about that a little bit because apparently Brian said the first matchup we missed that he played, he grabbed Yularen with the as his leader grab, and he cannot do that.
Yeah,
So, but
it
I
has to
like,
be a Deep Palace leader.
yeah, and I told him flat out, I'm like, when we were watching, I saw it was Pancake. I didn't see you change it. So that was a minor mistake, but yeah, Matt Scott said he would active judge the game, and Matt Scott is one of the people he and Brian have been friends for a long time. They're play test
Yeah.
partners, but I 100% believe Matt Scott will call a fair game. I think all of our active judges are, even if we're friends with you, we're going to call the game fair.
If I'm an active judge, yes. And I don't think there's a single person that wouldn't. I do like that Brian was able to flip that turn. So now if Benji starts drawing death
They're going to
interrupts from
start
Destiny,
getting
don't they go out of play.
for Battle Destiny, but Benji's got Narrow Escapes and Blast the Door Kids, and I don't think
Yeah.
Benji does not want to be drawing a ton of battles necessarily.
No.
What he wants to be doing is
Ping, 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 ping.
stopping the battles and then snipering and doing all his stuff and just, yep, I don't care. Have your battle. So Brian smartly moves the other battle droid over to the throne room so he can drain for 2, or he can draw Battle Destiny there now that Test 2 is in play.
Yeah. Now the thing is though, like you got to remember, if Benji has Han with his gun now, he cannot cancel battles where Han is.
So, like, Blast the Door Kid doesn't cancel the battle, it just excludes everyone, and then the battle is canceled by rule.
Yeah.
Han stops It's a Trap. He doesn't stop the other things because those are not the card canceling the battle, it's the rules, and Han is not
Okay.
greater than the rules.
Uh, don't tell that to Han.
I will tell that to whoever I want to. Han is not bigger than the rules. Did Brian not drain, or am I missing something?
I don't think he did because he would have had to have paid.
Yeah, which is why, again, I think he played that a turn too early. And yeah, Benji hits him for 4. Like, Leia with Reflection, a good blaster, and 3PO says, "What's going on?" "Hey, Ellie, how's it going today?" So, Benji, I think, is looking for his Dagobah sight again. And misses again. So it's one of those cards in his force pile
Yeah, that's
that he
not
was
good.
saving. That also, so test 5 is going to be tough to pass because he's got
3.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got to draw a 6.
Yeah, he's got to get that
And
the site up.
there's the Grimtash.
The patented
So he
shoe grim
uses
trash
the We're Doomed to
to
grab
play to go.
Grimtash. And Brian does not put out the Senate Shield. I could
I don't think he has
see.
any dupes.
He's got at least 2 guns, I thought.
No, I thought he has at least one.
I thought I said 2, but that's.
Uh, Ellie, no, I have not played any. I've been sitting here with Mr. Garrett Larson the entire weekend.
You make that sound like a chore instead of a dream.
It is a chore. I have to keep you in line. Keeping you in line is a chore for everyone. As we see Ahsoka Tano coming down in front of Darth Plagueis.
All right, I'm totally fine with that. So Benji's up 1 power there. and effectively up 2 power because he'll reduce Plagueis
Yeah.
by 1. I don't remember what.
Well, there is cards in sand, so
I mean, Darth Plagueis is fully immune, so like I don't know.
yeah.
I'm not sure what Benji's trying to do there.
Looks like he spends one to battle,
Okay,
as Brian does take a card off of sand, so that negates Ahsoka's
I
game text.
don't love that.
Yeah, and he draws a 6 for Destiny. Bye bye, Ahsoka.
Yeah,
And Benji pulls out the We're
we're
Doomed,
doomed. That
which is
goes
going to
out of
go
play.
out of play.
Yeah, I
That,
don't love that play by Benji.
yeah.
That feels like a real low upside play. Like I'm. Although Benji can reduce the attrition by 2 with Yoda,
Okay. Yeah, that's the, yeah, you're right.
so
You're right. I forgot about that. So
she's
Ahsoka
fast.
lives.
Yep, and the power is a wash. I think you got to move Ahsoka away though. I think you got to move her to the jungle.
Swamp.
Or no, why not? Benji says, my Ahsoka is totally fine there.
Yeah, because
It
of the
does.
suppression.
He's got the well. He's also got the Blast the Door kids and Narrow Escapes, so he can keep her out of things, out of problems.
Yeah, true.
So
And Brian's only doing 1 point of damage at the throne room.
yeah, if it's not, I was to say it didn't look like it was Rune or Newt, so Brian's
Doesn't
draining for
matter.
3.
Yeah, it
Oh yeah,
doesn't matter.
test 1. That's right.
Yeah.
So and there's a Where's Han to go fetch a Captain Han.
Yeah.
So
Now, if Brian Fred can deploy multiple droids there, get 2 battle to see if it's otherwise, that would be bad.
where?
In front of Ahsoka.
Again, narrow escape or blast the door kid. You just okay.
Yeah.
Like you let Brian put the cards in play because you just start hammering them down. Did Benji fail on the tests? I think. Did I miss him drawing the test destinies?
I don't
Or it
remember if he
hasn't.
did.
Never mind. It's control phase. It hasn't started yet. Brian's got to activate first
Yeah.
because he used there they are to go grab another droid. So and I think Brian activates 15. So like that's the one thing Benji doesn't put a lot of cards on table with this deck, and has the
No.
potential to just kind of push out enough damage that Brian, who's putting a lot of cards in play,
Yeah.
might end up in not the position he wants to be in. Because I think Brian does have to come down. I don't think he can just start a battle with Plagueis. Because, I mean, at that point, you've got to take your other card off of sand.
Yeah.
And then you can't clear her. You don't have any 7, or you'd have to draw a 7.
Um.
You have to take a card off sand, and you have to draw a 7. Or put enough power there to overflow, and if you put all the power there, again, Benji might just go for the kill shot. I'm actually a little surprised he did not grab that disarmed and cancel, just to have it in hand and threaten Brian with it. I don't think the 5s get him there though on the. Oh, there he is grabbing the. Yeah, I don't think the 5s get him there on the test though.
Yeah. I don't
He
think they
needed
do
a
either.
6. He needed that last docking bay or that last site.
Yeah.
And there we see Brian throwing a battle droid at the 2 battle droids at the other Hoth location. Or not Hoth,
Cloud
Bespin.
City.
Whatever. That's same movie. We're all good. And 2 droids in front of Ahsoka.
Which would make, yeah, if Benji doesn't have a battle trick here that could hurt Ahsoka.
Yeah. So,
And there's the it's a trap.
yep. Which perfectly reasonable. Like you put two more cards down out of Brian's hand
Yeah.
just to face that, and now Brian's gonna have to figure out something at that Belden's cavern because that feels like a bad spot. So,
I mean, we know that Han is in Benji's hand.
yes,
Han does draw Battle Destiny if unable to otherwise, but he has to be with, I think, Leia or Chewie to draw two if unable to otherwise.
yep. But I don't
So
think
we'll see.
he's particularly concerned about even just drawing one. Like, here's the thing: Brian's got no guns there, so Benji could easily just go, all right, well, I'm going to go with Han. I'll shoot a guy, then I'll force you to lose two or capture Han, and then take it. So there, Benji flips, which means the Leia Drain now comes off reserve.
Uh, nope, I don't think. Does he flip?
Yeah, he's taking
Yeah,
he takes Luke back into hand to flip. So now when he does the Leia Drain, it's got to come off two off reserve.
yeah.
So, and that went a 5 and a 6. Brian did not want those to go.
Mm-mm.
And now a ping, and I assume another ping.
That's one ping. Probably gonna see another
Yeah.
ping.
And Brian's just choosing to lose from hand, and he is losing some of those duplicates because, like, he did definitely have two blasters in hand.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
So, and I think Brian also realizes that trying to put down the blasters might be a fool's errand because you're just
Mhm.
asking to get disarmed, etc.
Yeah.
And we see Son of
And there's a
Skywalker with
loop.
the saber. So now test 3 is not in effect. There's Han.
No.
Are we gonna see a gun from Saitor?
We should if it's there.
I think he's gonna try. Oh, it's not
And
there.
oh no, the site is there.
Yeah, that's fine. So go get the sight. I think you can deploy it for remainder of game.
Yeah, I forget.
Let's find out. Yeah, for remainder of game, once per turn may download
Okay.
Bespin System. Oh, once per turn may download a Bespin System or Cloud City site. So it might be
There's an O
patience
switch
or.
off from Brian to cancel the targeting.
All right, it's not patience that lets you deploy them either.
It's the objective.
No, it's not. I looked. The objective doesn't get the Dagobah sites at all,
Huh.
unless I misread. Once per turn, may download Bespin System or a Cloud City site. Oh, well, this site up, you may deploy a Dagobah location. So
Yeah.
yeah, he can't do that. So
Yeah.
then, hold on. Well, so. So the O switch off. Benji grabbed right away. And then, yep, he's going to lose Han and force the capture, or Brian's got to lose two, which is,
Yeah. And I think you capture the Han.
I think. So there goes Han.
And he's got to lose Luke too.
Oh, yeah, the Destiny was bad. So did Brian
Which
lose two?
now I don't know. But that's gonna suspend those Jedi tests. So now Brian gets his +1 at the throne room.
Yep. So I'm just trying. I didn't see if Brian lost two or not. I'm going to go double check here. Hold on.
And so I think Garrett again is checking to see if Brian lost to or would have captured the Han after the battle. Just waiting on that. Let's see if we have any updates regarding any of the
So
other.
the capture is only in defensive battles. I knew there was something we were missing there. So Brian did not have to lose to or capture.
Okay.
So,
So that was a complete offensive battle by Benji.
yep.
So far, we have no other updates regarding any of the other games. Again, if you're interested in watching our secondary stream, it is on twitch.tv/Tashi underscore station underscore.
Texans are now up 31-3. So apparently the
Yeah,
Ravens are not good without a gentleman named Lamar Jackson.
I don't think the Ravens are good, period.
So, and I see Benji moved Ahsoka over to cancel the drain to block the drain of 2, although it's a drain of 2 either way. So,
Yes, yeah. But, and again, I mean, Brian's getting 2 Destiny at either of those locations.
so there's the Sidious in front of Leia. Now you gotta worry about like Benji can't battle. He'll get a ping of 1, but that's about it. However,
Yeah.
Brian doesn't have that many cards left. I mean, neither does Benji, but like,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure. What is what does reflection? Reflection gets some
Uh,
retrieves a force, right?
retrieve, huh?
Yeah. While at a battleground, whenever you initiate battle with a rebel of ability less than 5, retrieve 1 force. So he didn't get one when starting with Ahsoka, but he could theoretically battle Sidious, retrieve a force, and then Sidious will exclude Leia and move on.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if Sidious would exclude 3PO and try and fight Leia. Like, I mean,
Maybe.
odds are Leia's not getting hit, so there's the ping of 1.
From what? Oh, from
3PO.
3PO.
Yeah, that's the only damage because he can't drain and the good blaster ping doesn't hit.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's got to go get Luke again. So he put Test 2 out of play to go get Luke, which makes a ton of sense. Luke Test 2 does nothing against Brian.
Yeah.
Um, there's Lando. Lando, who does not draw Destiny by himself. There's Luke. So we get Test 1 back online, which is fairly immaterial. There's Rey. So, yeah, somebody's going to get excluded, but I don't know that it's going to matter.
I mean, you got to think it's almost going to be Luke.
Yeah. And you don't have
Or, I'm
Test.
sorry, Leia. It's maybe. I don't know. Like,
Leia's. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't know if Leia's scarier when she's hit or not. So there's the battle. There's the pay 1 to retrieve 1. There's no Imperial participating, so he doesn't get 2 back.
no, it just gets the 1.
Um, honestly, I'm kind of think it would be Luke or would be Leia. Like, there's just no Well, or Calrissian to stop the retrieval if his battle destiny is odd.
Yeah, it's possible.
Like, so it's a +1 with right, and so he excludes Luke, who might be the most power. I'm fine with that play, I think, from Brian, and I don't know if Benji left enough to draw anything other than just straight battle destiny.
I don't think he did.
He's got 2 force left. Brian's just getting a count here of everything that's going on. So, the Saints are currently beating the Giants,
I mean, are you
which,
surprised?
is kind of amazing. Like,
I mean, both of them are pretty
and
meh.
the Cowboys are beating the Jets to no one's surprise at all. The Colts are all over the Raiders.
Yeah.
Um, and the Dolphins
And
are up on the Panthers, which is again, not a huge surprise. So, and Benji loses Lando, and Brian loses Sidious. Luke is back there. I don't think Benji can draw that one card. Well, he could because he can 3PO a card down. There, he 3POs a card and pays 1 to move Ahsoka over to block the drain of 2 instead of the drain of 1. And says go.
yeah.
Like, Brian's got 1 droid on the racks. He's still got cards in hand, but, like,
I mean, as long as he's got cards, I think he's in his fine position just because he
yeah,
just needs to throw away cards. It's
he
not
needs to
like,
win. The thing is, if he can't do anything to that drain, it's going to be 2 off the top of reserve, and that's going to start adding up real quick for Brian.
yes, that's the big issue.
Like, he has to wonder about how is he going to keep cards in reserve deck, because if he loses them off reserve, then he hits a point where he might not be able to draw Battle Destiny, and that's bad.
Yeah.
So, and he's got 2 gray cards in hand. He's got looks like a Newt and a Battle Droid, and he could go get that other droid. And I get, like, you've got the slight weapons malfunction to retarget, but, or not, whatever it is, the other thing. So you see the droid alone there. He's got self-destruct mechanism. Looks like there's another O switch off
Yeah.
in there, which is really, that's going to be an important card.
It is, but at the same time, like it's already grabbed. So
Yeah, but as long as Brian saves his 2, it'll
that
stop
is,
the
yeah.
sorry about the mess. Like, that's
Hmm.
where Benji not getting Captain Han's gun and being able to take that second, get that free control phase shot is a little unfortunate.
Yes.
So we're going to see 1 up. Yeah, Brian upgrades to the battle droid that draws Destiny if unable to otherwise.
As he should.
Yeah, I mean,
Like
you don't want that
Brian's
battle
not
to
the,
happen. I mean, Brian's got a Gick.
no. I
You're,
mean, the Gig's going to save him, which is good.
yeah,
But like you said, you don't want this battle to happen if you're Brian at all.
yeah. And the reality is, even the Gick's going to save him from getting killed, but Benji will just retrieve 1 for starting the battle, and that's not good
Mhm.
for him either. And if he can get
No.
Brian to the point where he's, there's the blast the door kid, and Brian grabs that on allegations. So Benji's, gosh, Brian's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Brian's got like 11 cards down. And Benji's in a very similar position. This is 2 exceedingly tight games. And we're seeing a couple guys shuttled down, or just 1, just Dolphe.
Mhm.
I'm okay. And Brian moves the battle droids, playing a little bit of move the battle droids around to keep himself, like, he wants to be able to draw Destiny everywhere, and test 2 is off, so I don't think he's drawing at the jungle, but I don't think Benji's got any characters in hand to go after him.
Yeah. Like more
So
and more, it just looks like he's got only battle tricks, which I mean are
yeah,
cute and everything, but it just seems like
it's
Benji's running out of characters, unfortunately. It
yeah,
feels like.
and the thing is though, Brian is a little bit too. Like,
Yes. I mean, the cute thing is Brian can keep putting droids onto the racks, keep getting them off the racks, keep using them.
but that
But
costs
and
force.
exactly. And again, both players' force pile, like life force right now, is getting to the
Benji's
point
got
where it's
close to 20. I think Benji might have 18 down. So there's the sorry. There's the slight weapons malfunction. All right, fine. Or not slight, droid shutdown.
yeah, the one that
Oh, switch
cancels the
off,
target.
whatever. Yeah, the
Yeah,
keep the droid
the
alive
switch
card.
off.
So he pings him for one then with 3PO. Grabs a card with Ray. Did he not ping with 3PO yet? I hope he doesn't forget that.
It's not a May.
Okay. And he just points to 3PO, so he's on top of it. I don't know why we question Benji. Like
At this point, we shouldn't. Like, no one should be ever
honestly, at this
questioning
point,
Benji at this
Benji
point.
should be doing our job and just running
No, no,
commentary.
no, no. Benji should not be doing our job because then he wouldn't be able to play
I think we
and
should
make
just
top
let
eights.
Benji running commentary his own game. Like I want to put a
Uh,
headset on Benji and listen to Benji talk through his games.
you know what? I actually like that. Like, if we could get, we'll talk to Johnny. If you want to talk to Johnny,
So
we'll send
there's
him
the
over the
battle at
video with no audio, and I want to hear him
battle
analyze
at the droid.
everything.
I do not like shooting the droid there.
Just canceling it,
I would have.
forced
Well,
out that kick.
yeah, especially as he's now drawing, so he's not spreading. Like I'd have forced out the Gick. Like if you
Yeah,
lose Ray, you lose Ray. You're fine with that. Force out the Gick. Make Brian have
suffer.
this. Although at the same time, like, how much longer can Brian grab a droid, redeploy a droid, give up the, give up the retrieval on the battle?
Yeah.
Like
I honestly
it's
don't know, but it seems like he does have a decent amount of Mike Kessling sleeves left.
he's only got about 10 cards down.
You think?
Yeah, and there's the We're Doomed. So, oh yeah, Brian did not grab We're Doomed. He grabbed It Could Be Worse and the other cards. So
Blessed Door Kid, yeah.
Benji lost 2 force that turn.
Hmm.
So, and there's
I mean,
Brian going and grabbing a droid and playing it again,
the thing is, like, you got to remember,
and
like,
battling Ahsoka, and Ahsoka narrow escapes over to the throne room, and now Brian's got to move somebody to the throne room to follow.
I was gonna say, because like, if you're looking at it, like, Brian's all of his force range bonuses are still canceled because test one
Yeah.
is on the table. Yeah, this is. I mean,
Oh,
Brian's. It's a valiant effort for Brian, but
this is
Benji's just doing a
Benji's
lot
doing
more.
Benji things right now, which I think is amazing. And Brian's
I mean,
deciding if
yes,
he who
we've
he
all
follows.
established already that you are pro Benji Chu.
I'm I am a Benji fan, and I have zero shame in saying that. If I'm going to root for someone, it is going to be Benji. Now, the question is, does Benji have another sorry? So, we'll see the ping of one first. Like, the sorry, he doesn't have a sorry to go through. He tried to grab one with Ray and missed. He's got a whole bunch of stuff he can do. I mean, I think at this point, you're battling the droid again.
Yeah.
And I don't think you
Ooh.
shoot. I think you force the damn. Well, so the reason he's shooting is to make sure he doesn't lose anyone. And there he got Han's gun. Like,
Which is okay.
yeah, I'm just. And there we see Ahsoka move back to block the Draina 2. See one to move
Ladder on
Ray
over.
move over, which I
Yeah,
think is.
is
Especially with
fine.
he's got the handle in hand. Like, I think that's totally fine. He's got a blast the door kit in hand.
Yeah, he's got so
He's
much in
he's
hand.
got a We're Doomed combo in hand. Like Brian's only going to cause 2 damage again.
Yeah,
Like Benji's not actually causing that much damage, but he's
but
starting to
it's just adding
threaten. Well, and
up.
he's starting to threaten a little bit more. Like you have the
I mean, the fact that Benji has to pay to drain kind of stinks.
But
But
Benji's
when he's
not
not
draining right now.
battling, he doesn't have to do anything. He's just literally
Yeah.
ping after ping after ping. And these pings are adding up.
And he's retrieving every time he battles.
Yeah.
So
So,
there's
quick update
Brian draining
on our
for 2, and Benji loses the... He lost the We're Doomed combo.
combo he doesn't need. It's just a regular one.
Yeah, well, he doesn't have the regular one. Oh, the combo doesn't function that way. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So, really quick update. Our secondary stream is Matt Harrison Trainer playing Watch Your Step versus Joe Olson on Hunt Down.
Interestingly enough, MHT was on Hunt Down the first game.
Yeah. No.
So
Or maybe it is MHT on Hunt Down.
MHT was on
No.
Hunt
Okay,
Down
that's right.
because
That's right.
I deck checked it.
MHT is on Hunt Down.
Yeah.
Joe is on Watch Your Step.
MHT
no,
is
that
on
doesn't make
12
any
card
sense.
Hunt Down.
Yeah, no. Then this is not.
MHT was on Watch Your Step game 1. MHT is Watch Your Step and Hunt Down.
That's right. It is Hunt Down non-V. So that's a matchup you have to think goes towards the watch. Normally, it does go towards the Watch Your Step player, but
I agree.
this Watch Your Step is not.
So, and I think
It's not like your standard Watch Your Step.
Benji was, I think, digging hard to see if he could find a Sari. Like, he needs... If he kills that droid with a Sari, I think this might be, like, game.
Yeah.
So we see the ping for 1, drain for 1. He's got a Han and his gun.
Yeah.
Like, I almost wonder if you put Han and his gun down there and then move Luke over with Rey and...
No, I'd say Han with Rey, so you threaten that actual, like,
So you got the second one, there's the gun. So...
And just by the way that his hands are looking, you can tell Brian Fred is dejected.
Yeah, Brian is not happy right now. There's the battle, the pay 1 to retrieve 1. The shoot at the droid. Droid is hit. Oh,
it goes bye-bye.
Yep, but Benji gets the We're Doomed back into hand. And he leaves Ahsoka sitting there. He's got the Hujix. He's got a handle.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's just saying, look, all my destinations are 5. I don't think you can overflow me.
It's not the fact that he would overflow him. I think it's more...
And there's the We're Doomed after the drain of 2, so Brian will cause no more damage than that.
Droid. Put the droid back.
Goes and get the droid, but now, like, where do you put the droid? There's the battle against Ahsoka.
Okay.
And there's a handle to add a destiny to power.
But a destiny to power, which
is going to be a 5, I'm sure. So she's going to be power 11 plus destiny.
10. She's only
plus 1. Yeah, she's plus 1 from the site.
Oh, yeah.
Plagueis is plus 2, so she's an 11 plus destiny. B-Fred draws 2 5s.
But she's gone.
And Benji draws a 5 as well.
Yeah.
So, I mean, B-Fred should be putting that 5 out of play, I think. But
it's not a May.
Yeah, it's always a May.
Oh.
That's a May. Invasion is absolutely a May. I think B-Fred might have missed that one, and that's a... Yeah, if opponent just drew an interrupt for Battle Destiny, once per battle, you may place that card out of play.
Okay.
So he did not...
He deployed retroactively a droid.
Did he?
Benji let him, let him put the droid down.
And he imbalanced the gun, which was good. Now, the thing is, Benji's going to drain for 4 off reserve here, I think, because it's plus 1.
No.
Is it 3?
It's just 2. It's just 1. It's just 1.
Oh, yeah, the droid is there. Forgot, I missed that one. All right, so it's 1 off reserve. Ping 1 with good blaster. Ping 1 with 3PO. And he still doesn't have a Sari, which is what he kind of wanted, but there's
And another Ahsoka.
another backup Ahsoka. And one to battle
And
the
against,
droid. Pay one to retrieve an Ahsoka. Pay one to shoot the droid.
and one to shoot, hit the
The rat,
droid.
no,
Droid goes to the rat.
So he took
Did
the
he miss?
5, and the 4 misses.
Yeah.
That's not good.
And
And
that's a 7.
it's a 6. Oh, it's a 7 attrition.
7
So
attrition.
it'll
It's
make
going
it
to
a
become
5.
5. That's going to be Luke. It's got to
I
be
think
Luke.
you have to lose Luke. Like, it feels bad, but now you just go, all right, well, I'll... Yeah, it's a... No. 3PO doesn't cover.
5.
3PO does not cover. Hold on.
So-
Hold on. Yep.
Run! Run!
Hold on, guys.
So we just had a battle where Brian Fred drew a battle droid gun for Destiny. He is a 6. The droid itself makes the attrition +1. Benji used Yoda's hut to subtract it, thinking that he only had to lose 3PO. Unfortunately, because of the +1 from the droid, it is a 5, so he doesn't lose 3PO, and he's losing Leia.
What? That's a choice they would allow to make. Yeah, no, that's a choice Benji can make. Yeah, I don't love losing Leia there.
No, losing Leia. Leia is like the entire engine.
Yeah, but I also don't like taking that quite a mercenary back out of the weapon destiny. Like, I don't think that was the right...
Yeah, I didn't like that either.
You don't need the quite a mercenary. Take the hit and move on.
Oh my gosh, if that sequence of events ends up costing Benji, that's going to be so bad.
Yeah, I would feel very bad if that is the case. So, the thing is, I think Benji's still in a decent position. Like,
I think so too.
he's...
But so think about this though. That makes that drain. It's just a drain of 1 now.
Yep.
Yes, the Jedi tests are still on the table.
Yeah,
but
and
it's a
that
drain
was the
of
thing
1.
is he would have had to lose the Jedi test to get Luke back, which would have been 2 more damage because it turns both the throne room and the jungle into drains of 2. So I understand that. I don't love it. That's why I would have let the shot hit and just moved on from there. Like, Benji's been doing I'm going to make the shot hit the whole time. Then just make the shot hit.
Yeah,
Don't
it's don't get cute, and I think that's what Benji. I hate to say this, Benji needs to learn that.
Yeah, I think Benji got cute there with the I'm going to take this back, and that's
you don't get cute at this point.
Yeah, it's what was it that was said in yesterday's stream? Getting cute is a nice way of saying lose a game.
Yeah, that's a Chris Gogolin right there.
Yeah. That was
that's
this is going to be tight, but again, like, Brian's so low on cards in deck. Like, what are you doing
now,
here?
You got to think of it this way though. Brian goes from losing 2 from his deck a turn down to maybe 1, or to it would be 2, but now Benji has to pay 6 to drain 2, or so 3 and 3 to pay for drain for 2.
Yeah, I mean, so Benji's still causing.
It would be 4
damage.
if he pays 6.
Well, if Brian doesn't deploy in front of him, yes, Benji will pay 6 to do 4. If Brian deploys in front of, he's got to deploy in front of Luke.
Yeah.
And at that point, Benji pays 3 to do 3.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm Benji, I might actually just let the droid sit in front of Luke. Because you say, well, if you start the battle, I'll force you to capture with no disintegrations.
Yeah.
And if you
And
don't,
nowhere
it doesn't
doomed.
actually hurt me.
So Benji just lost 4.
Yep, that's a little unfortunate, but yeah, Brian's got, I think, 10 cards down total. Like, Brian's got a.
Yeah, but you got to think Benji's at like 14.
Yeah.
And
This
I don't think
is.
Benji has a lot of cards in his hand.
I don't think he. I mean, neither does Brian. Brian's got 3 in his hand now.
Yeah, I'm just
So
saying, like,
it's very, very close. If Benji
it's,
can keep looping We're Doomed, this is going to be real good.
yeah, agreed.
So.
Yeah, it looks
Because
like
I.
there's 2 droids in his hand.
Yeah, but I don't think he has enough to play both of them. I think he can only. And again, like, if I'm Benji, if you put him in front of Luke, I don't think I battle with Luke. I let you try and battle and then force the no disintegrations because you can't put him in front of Han. Han's going to control phase shoot you. And
Yeah.
then you're still going to get drained and still going to lose the cards. And like
Yeah.
Benji can ping him for 2, which is effectively the cards in
That
Brian's
looks
hand.
like Brian is asking for a count.
Yep. So the question is, can Brian get Benji to the point where he can no longer pay to drain and
That's what it comes down
get
to.
him above that? So there was the 3 he lost. Yep, that was the.
Well, he lost 4 that
Or
last
yeah, that
turn.
was the
That
last
last.
3. Yeah, Brian's got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1 in reserve is 10.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brian missed twice on putting interrupts out of play, and that also was a problem.
Mhm.
Like Brian should have put, because he didn't do it during one of the one Ahsoka battle where she handled either. But yeah, I think Benji got cued on that shot, and if that costs him the game, I'm gonna feel bad. But it's a hard lesson you have to learn. It's thought the B2 droids are warriors. If they're not warriors, that definitely changes things.
Pretty sure
Oh,
almost all the droids.
the battle droids
Huh?
are not warriors. They just have a presence icon. So yeah, that would change that as well.
Yeah.
So yep,
And
Brian goes and gets a droid back. So and here comes a droid, and I think you've got to put it.
Hayes advances.
Hayes advances over Sam. Just to update.
uh,
So yeah, I think you got to put the B2 there. I mean, and Benji's going to be forced to attack. Like, I don't love. I understand not wanting to give up the 2 drains plus 1 by giving away Luke,
yeah.
but Leia was doing so much more work there. Like, I'm not sure Brian necessarily needed to put that droid there either. Like, you could have just not put that droid there and been all right.
It really depends on how much
Because
Benji
it's
has left.
only
I
a
don't know
drain of
what Benji
1.
has left.
And there's 1. So Brian's going to battle into Ahsoka. So he draws a 5 for
6.
Battle Destiny. That's -1 from Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And Benji draws
Oh,
a
Benji draw
Chewie.
1.
Well, but then he swaps it for the 5.
How does he swap it for a 5?
Jedi Great Warrior still on table. He goes the.
Greg wins the match by 2.
Oh,
Greg won his match over Pat Johnson by 2.
wow.
So. Alright, so Brian's doing the math here. He's got 5, 10, I think 11, 12 to Benji's 10. So Benji loses a sorry and a narrow escape. And then takes a card with Ray. So Brian's got no force saved. And Benji did just draw a character with a gun.
6, 1. So he's only got 6 left in his force pile, it looks like.
Benji? Yeah,
And 2
he's...
down.
Well, because I think we're going to see the... Here's the Chewie with gun in front of the battle droid. Shoot it. And force out the Gick. Oh, no. See the Drano 1 off reserve. Ping from 3PO. Ping a good blaster. 1 to move Rey there. 1 to move Luke there.
Don't like that. And
I...
the reason I don't like this is
You give up the 3PO
Rey
ping.
will not work with 3PO.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
That's a huge mistake. Like, I know you're trying to keep Luke alive, but separating, that's, again, you're going from doing
I'll be honest,
3 damage.
I didn't like the drain. I think I would have gone...
I agree.
Here's Chewie. Start the battle. Shoot. With the Yoda subtracting from attrition, you're just going to lose Chewie, and you're okay with that. You force out the Gick. There's
We're doomed. Taking a droid.
And you can get a droid, but yeah, like
41 to 10.
Ooh, that's a beating. We see another.
There's a droid in front of Ahsoka. 2 droids in front of Ahsoka.
Yep. So he's probably going to end up costing him Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Of course, it's 40 to 3. The Raiders are getting beat 40 to 3 as well.
Put that out of play, Brian. Yep. Okay, he got that one.
Okay. I think Benji might have to lose Ahsoka here.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you at this point. Like, I think he has to.
So.
And the Saints are up 26-14.
Yep, he loses Ahsoka. So Brian's got another drain of 2 there. Like, again, Benji does need to win by at least 3.
3 to get to a tie.
Drain of 1. There's a ping of 1 from a good blaster. Yep. He doesn't get the 3PO ping.
No.
Brian's got 6 cards left. He can cause more damage than that. See 3PO move over.
I think it's going to be Brian Fred by like 2.
Yeah, if anything, I think I would have actually... Oh, there's the... He said that he battles the droid. Brian draws a 5 for Battle Destiny, which becomes a 4 in attrition. And we see the Rey go lost. 1 to move Luke over. I think Brian's going to win this match by a tiny amount.
Yeah, it's going to be very, very, very tiny, but he's going to move on, I think.
Yep. 1 and 2, which means Benji can no longer drain. And Brian's he grabs all the droids off the racks. So even Benji's pings don't get there.
Yeah.
And there's the handshake. Congratulations, Hall of Famer Brian Fred. That was a spectacularly played match.
Oh, man. Well done by Brian, but
congratulations to Brian.
Holy crap to Benji.
I feel very bad for Benji because he absolutely... I think he was in control. I think the Leia was a massive mistake.
Yes.
Like, without that...
I'm agreeing.
He especially once he got the Han, I think you move 3PO in front of Han, or over with Han, and you just keep shooting those battle droids to death, and get your pings, force Brian to do something, and that was close. That's Benji.
Yeah.
Benji made a mistake where he got a little too excited to always do something, and it's unfortunate, but he will learn this is his second straight top 8, and he absolutely earned them. He is an amazing player, and there's no shame in losing to a Hall of Famer. So,
And a good friend. I'm gonna say,
yeah.
you
Oh,
got to
for
think
sure.
they're
They are
good
absolutely
friends.
friends. And we'll.
So we have 4 members of our top 4: Brian Fred, uh, Greg Shaw, and Hayes Hunter
Yep. So we're just waiting on MHT versus Joe Olson.
versus Joe Olson. Yeah,
And I think we'll take a little break until they are ready to go.
sounds good. Okay, thank you guys. And again, the Joe Olson Matt Harris Trader is going live on uh, twitch.tv/Tashi_station_. So go ahead and go watch that right now.